Number 9. If one who hears a blessing is at place in his prayer that he may not interrupt, he should not say Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi upon hearing the name of HaShem in a blessing. Okay, it's very important. Commentary. Since the response of Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi is not as absolute requirement. See Igros Maishem. Okay. So basically, I'm not sure if they're going to say. So I'm sure they're going to say, but let's before I forgot. So basically, when you're in the middle of Psuki de Zimra, right, and you're behind or you're a little ahead, doesn't make any difference. So and they say the blessing. Let's say they say Kaddish. Let's say you're a little ahead, and they say Kaddish. So you can answer Amein to that Kaddish. There is no problem. Or somebody said blessing, so you cannot say Amein. You can answer Amein, but not Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi. Okay, because it would be like too much of an interruption. Likewise, if he is listening to a blessing that he is required to hear in order to fulfill his own obligation, in order that it be considered as if he has actually recited the blessing himself, such as blessing upon the mitzvah of listening to the shofar or reading of Megillah, he should not say Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi upon hearing the name of HaShem in that blessing. And we're going to explain why now. Right? Because that would constitute interruption in the middle of the blessing. Gadula Mevava, Siman 124. So we're going to see the commentary, but before we see the commentary, so the simple explanation of this. So this guy is going to read Megillah. Let's say Purim is coming, Beezrat HaShem, very soon. So he's going to read Megillah, and I'm obligated to also maybe read Megillah, right? So it's like reading of Megillah, same as sounding shofar, it's upon everybody. But since it's better to do it in a community, like with a minyan or with a big gathering, even many people, hundreds of people, so that's a bigger respect to the king, as we said before. So one person fulfills this obligation for everybody. But in order for him, for me to be included into this blessing, I have to listen to every word. So, and if he said Baruch Atah Hashem and I answer Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi, it's like I'm saying this Baruch Atah Hashem Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi, right? Which is very inappropriate. So it would be interruption of the blessing. So I cannot interrupt my blessing, and I cannot interrupt his blessing that I want to be included in. I hope I explain it easily to understand. I hope so. But that's basically the approach, right? So it's like he's saying, it's like you are saying. Greg, go ahead.
There's a question. Let's clarify. We're talking only about reading the Megillah, correct?
No, not only. No, if I want to be included. So basically, even if let's go to our topic on our Tuesday topic. I want to be included in your Kiddush. So if when you say Baruch Atah Hashem, so I must keep quiet, and when you finish, I say Amein. But if I don't want to be included in your Kiddush, when you say Kiddush, right, I'm in your house, so I'm going to make my own Kiddush, which is no problem, as we said. So you said Baruch Atah Hashem, and I can say Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoi. There is no problem, because I'm not going to be included. But if you want to be included, you must stay quiet. It's like you're speaking. You're listening. It's like you're speaking.
So for my understanding.
Yes.
So if for example you're praying, right?
Yes.
You're praying Shmona Esrei.
Yes.
And if I want to be included in this Shmona Esrei, I have to stay quiet. Because I also read Shmona Esrei.
Yes.
Like quietly. Then it goes repetition. On repetition, I have to be quiet. or I also
if you want exactly. I think that's okay. Let's so the repetition of the Shmona Esra originally, right? It was instituted for people who could not read. So basically, they come to synagogue. First of all, they didn't have enough sidurim. First of all, second of all, they could not read. So basically, they rely on that person, Chazan, for the repetition of the Shmona Esra. Who could pray by themselves? They knew by heart Shmona Esra. They would pray by themselves. There is no problem. But for all others people, which is in many countries, it was majority of the people, like in Middle Ages, right? It was majority of the people. So they would rely on repetition Shmona Esra by Chazan. So in this case, I would say yes, they would stay quiet completely and only answer Amein. But since today we all pray our own Shmona Esra, and then this repetition of the Chazan is just a custom. So I'm not relying on his Shmona Esra. I rely only on my Shmona Esra, and I already fulfill my commandment. So in this case, I can say Baruch Hu, Baruch Shmoy. There is no problem, even commendable.
I see. So like when we prayed first time, so I already fulfill my obligation.
Yes.
So when he does repetition, he just following the rule. Then I can repeat.
Yes.
Because he doesn't include me. He just
exactly
or whatever.
I mean, he has a mind to include everybody. So just one small example. So in some yeshivas they do not repeat Shmona Esrei because everybody is a big scholar there. Everybody is a Talmid Chacham. So they, in order for them not to waste time and go back to the learning of the Torah, so they don't repeat Shmona Esrei. But for simple people like us, so we do repeat, and we listen and we answer. But that's
so in case of Megillah, when the Chazan start to read Megillah, so if I want to be included, I have to stay quiet and listen.
Yes, exactly. So
now the question is, when the Chazan reads a Megillah, am I allowed to read also Megillah? For example, I don't understand. I cannot read Hebrew so well. Can I read it in Russian?
No. You're not allowed. No, you're not allowed. So okay, so let's explain this because it's very Purim is coming. So you must listen to the Megillah. So when you want to learn the translation, it's very commendable, and you should start as soon as possible, right? Translation is commentary to know the story. But during the reading of the Megillah, you must hear it in Hebrew, right? If there is such option. If you don't have such option, it's a different story. But that's exactly the reason why people buy their own Megillas and they follow, right? Why? Because they're afraid that they might lose a word from the Chazan, whatever he reads. So the proper way, the most commendable way is to follow from the kosher Megillah. The second way is to follow the Chazan from the printed text. But if you cannot follow, if you don't read that fast, or whatever, if it's too dark, to this, to that, so just try not to follow, right? Try to put all of your attention to the Chazan reading. That's what I would suggest.
But just if I cannot follow, I just can sit and listen.
That's it. Yes, that's the proper way then. So the following of Megillah, when everybody try to follow, is in order. So and they read so after Chazan or with the Chazan, but it must be very quietly because it says that you cannot hear the two voices simultaneously. That's another halacha. So I cannot read. I cannot hear myself and the Chazan. So if I whisper very, very quietly, and this Chazan is very loud, so it would be allowed. So, but that's exactly the thing. So we have to listen to the Chazan, and when he says there are special blessing on reading Megillah, so I don't answer Baruch Hu, Baruch Shmoy, because that's my intention to be included in this mitzvah, but I answer Amein, and even if I don't answer Amein, it's still I'm included, but the proper way is to answer Amein. Okay. You good? Continue. We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, clear. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Good.
sorry.
Baruch Hashem. Okay. So note 41. Okay. So if any questions, just ask. If not, let's try to finish this. 41. Since when he listens, it is as if he himself were reciting the blessings, as we said a few times already, where he is to interrupt with these words, meaning Baruch Hu Baruch Shmoy, it would be as if he has inserted these words into the blessing, and he himself is reciting, creating the interpretation in the words of the blessing. Interruption. I'm sorry. So meaning that sages, so in simple words, the sages instituted as a formula how to make the blessing. How did they know? They knew. Why? Because they were sages, rabbis of the great assembly. Right? They had many prophets in there, and the holiest of the prophets, right? And just rabbis, right? So they knew exactly what to say. So now, little me, now we will try to improve this blessing. It's not going to work, right? So that's why we must stick to the formula of the blessing. Continue. Regarding if one does not answer Baruch Hu, Baruch Shmoy, in such a case has fulfilled his obligation after the fact. See Mishnah Brura. Regarding if one who does answer, who does answer Baruch Hu, Baruch Shmoy, in such a case has fulfilled his obligation after the fact. See Mishnah Brura. Okay, so basically Mishnah Brura says, so I mean, we told them not to say it, but if he automatically say it, so since it was not exactly he who was saying the blessing, and let's say he did not miss hearing every word, let's say, so after the fact, he's good with that blessing after the fact. Okay, not proper way to do, but after the fact. Continue. Let's try to finish. The halachos pertaining to responding Amein, when he is in a place in his prayer in which he may not interrupt, will be explained, God willing, below in the appropriate places. Siman 14 and Siman 16. So let's see. On Siman 14 there is commentary 42. See also below 10.8. We're going to get to it. For the halacha pertaining to respond in Amein while donning tefillin. So basically, it says when I put my hand tefillin, I should not speak, right, until after I put on my head tefillin. So, but if somebody responded Amein, what to do? So basically, it's not proper thing to do. But since we follow Ashkenazi custom, so we say two blessings. So after the fact, there is no problem. But for Sephardic people, since they say only one blessing, right? So in this case, if they answer Amein, which is considered an interruption, Amein in this case considered an interruption, so they would say Al Mitzvah Tefillin on the head tefillin, and this Lechaniach Tefillin is going to go only to the hand tefillin. Okay, so that's one place. Second place, it says for the blessing Gal Israel. So from between Gal Israel, it's it's right before the morning Shmona Esrei, right? Like the last Gal Israel, and then you take 3 steps back. So it's forbidden to speak because we have to join this idea of Exodus from Egypt to the Shmona Esrei. Okay. So so you're not allowed to answer Amein there. Continue. For one who is at the conclusion of Shmona Esrei, okay, we're going to discuss it. Time is up, so I don't want to spend more time on this. For one who is between the blessing of Nitalas Yadayim and Hamotzi. Okay, so in this case, just quickly, so it is allowed to answer Amein. So he washed his hands. He said Al Nitalas Yadayim. He did not say blessing, but somebody else washed his hands, and the second person says Al Nitalas Yadayim. So I can also answer Amein to that blessing. Okay, so time is up. So we can stop here. Unless you have any questions, please. Any topic, please.
Just brief question.
Sure.
For example, we wash hands.
Yes.
For bread, right?
Yes.
I wash hands first, right?
Yes.
I said the blessing. Now, you say the second, right? Can I say Amen?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. You said Amen.
So I'm not allowed to talk, but as
yes.
to say Amen, I'm allowed.
Exactly. So this Amen is actually for the purpose of the mitzvah. So you cannot. Okay. So in simple words, simple like understanding, like in it would be like we should start eating bread all of us together. You understand? So you cannot start without me. You're not going to. I came to your house. So you're going to wait for me until I finish washing my hands, until all of the people around your table finish washing their hands. Only then you're going to say Hamotzi blessing.
Okay, so like when you say Amen, it's a part of mitzvah. It's not considered talking.
Yes. All other things are considered to be talking, but Amen is not considered to be talking.